Good morning. Happy weekend. Happy Saturday. Hello, everybody. Yes, I did oversleep for real, but I'm here. I think I'm here. Okay, so let's get the message out and get in here and say good morning to each other. I'm going to keep sharing until somebody shows up. Okay, so hello, everyone. All right, so I will wait. Well, this is fun. Yeah, I've got the chat on, and let's see what happens. Good morning, Kathleen. Good morning, Robin. Hello, everybody. I know everyone's chatting on Messenger, and I am here. I'm online, so please let everybody know. And let's do a heart brain. Maybe that'll call people in. We'll do the energy. So, hand on your heart and slow down the breathing. And then add in the love. So much love in this family. So just share it out. And exhale. Let go of anything that's not yours, anything that's not helping to lift your vibration. Just let it go. Good morning, Suzanne. And then we add in the smile. The smile, as Marietta tells us, is spirit magnifying, incredible, loving energy. So breathe that into your heart and then let it go. Let it flow out into the world. And good morning, Kathy Hand. Happy Saturday. Good morning, Andrea. How's everybody doing? It is the weekend. So we have some of you that we don't get to have during the week, like our Suzanne. So glad you're here. And Kathy, how are things going there? You get to stay with us this morning instead of rushing into work. Good morning, Deirdre. Thank you for sharing it. Auntie Jean, good morning. Well, I know you all just love talking on Messenger. Well, maybe we should stop doing the morning show and just do a Messenger show and see how that works. So anyway, we had a beautiful message from the angels last night, and it's called it's called Love Is. Sorry. Love Is. And let me get this where I can read it. You need not concentrate on where to find love, for love will find you. You need not concentrate on giving love, for you cannot give what you do not yet know. And when you know it, you need not give it, for it will extend from you naturally in miracles called love. Love is all that will fill your emptiness and all that will never leave you empty again, as it extends from you to your brothers and sisters. Love is all that will not leave you wanting. Love is all that will replace use with unity. That is a quote from A Course of Love by Mary Perron. Jean, that probably sounded familiar to you because we just studied it last night. For most of my life, I did not know, quote, not yet know what love was. The author goes on to say, what love is cannot be taught. In discussing this chapter with my friends, it was hard to find any words that would add anything to what we were reading. It is the perfect way to look at love. It explains so much about my relationships and, in my opinion, relationships in general. Until we come to an understanding of love in ourselves, we will perpetually seek it in others. It is not something we can learn, as the book says. It is who we are and what we are. To really know love, we must know ourselves. Dear angels, love has been written about since the beginning of time. It has been demonstrated to us and described by many. This writing is the only one that makes sense. We use the word love without truly knowing what we are talking about. Dear ones, until you stop trying to figure it out, love will always be elusive. You cannot dissect it, wish it into being, barter for it, or buy it. No one can give you the present of love. You must dig down to the very core of who you are to finally get it. Until you are willing to do so, you will never be able to see the magic of it. Love is love, period. It has no explanation because it does not require one. If you desire true inner happiness and peace, we encourage you to do the deeper dive to meet love face to face. Only then will you be able to give and to receive love. Dear angels, today I promise to stay in that special place in my heart where love lives. I was really blown away by this whole chapter, really, in the book that we've been studying, which is called A Course of Love. And when we read this last night and discussed it, it was like we were just hearing that there's something called love, right? Because it's not what we envision it to be in our human forms. Love is very complicated, and so many get confused by it, and so many just turn it off, right? Because it is complicated, because it hurts sometimes to have someone hurt us that, quote, loves us. But yeah, this was a very enlightening chapter in A Course of Love, and one that we had a lot of ahas with. So we had Hope. Oh, good morning, sweet Hope. Good morning, Sally De La Rosa and Tony De La Rosa. So happy to have you with us here on the weekend. And Kathy says it's just the pre-Cuppa show in Messenger while we wait for the main event. Well, you know what? It's very cold here. And I had a hard time coming out from under those covers this morning. It's 6 o'clock in the morning here too, so that doesn't help anything. Catherine Kovacs, good morning, sweetheart. All right, I'm going to see what Kuan Yin has to say to us. And I would love to hear your thoughts about what I just read from the angels. What do you think about that? And how do you think about love in your own life? Have you had the experience of the unconditional love that it's talking about? When we dig deep inside, we find it. We know that it's there, but not everyone does that inner work to go in and find where it's at and see what it feels like to just love. That love just is. It doesn't have a lot of strings on it or restrictions on it. Auntie Jean, we were born love. We just have to find it inside. Yes, we do. All right, so grace carries you home is what Kuan Yin says. At the end of your efforts, when your resources are exhausted and you are without further recourse, I am there for you with loving, wild grace to carry you home. And how do you feel about grace? What is grace? I know we have a new program for parents of addicted children, and we named it Grace, Guiding Grace. So I'd love to have discussion. I'd love to hear from you all of what you think about real love, the unconditional agape love that we're talking about that's inside of us. And how does that fit in with grace? How do you see grace in your life? So I'd love to hear from you and see what your thoughts are. Or is it too early in the morning to have a discussion about love and grace? Kathy, we were always taught that grace is a gift from God. I like that. Yeah, it really is. You know, we hear a lot about God's grace, and you know, us humans, we we have a lot of need for God's grace, don't we? Because we don't fully understand things. And there are many times that we just think that we're it, right? We're the cat's meow. And we can just ignore God's grace. We can ignore real love and have that twisted human version of love and be okay. But we know that we're not. We know that until we really get in touch with who we are, that we're not going to understand love. We're not going to understand grace. And Suzanne, I'm so glad you're with us, Suzanne. We miss you during the week. Unconditional love and being humble, that's grace for me. Yeah, it is a humbleness. It's knowing that there is a higher power, right? That's part of grace. And knowing that it's extended to us as beings that are not perfect. We're perfectly made, but things get a little twisted after we come out of the birth canal. we start seeing things in a different way. Julie Kiss. Hello, sweet Julie. And Julie, I think you're back in New York. And how are things in New York after that earthquake yesterday? I know, Deirdre, you said that you felt it, or not felt it, but experienced the destruction that it can bring, right? You had some things happen and get discombobulated at your house. Deirdre says, grace to me is a compassionate action from the heart, guided by our Creator. I love that. That's beautiful. And Sally, I think grace is a peace and beauty we find within, a deeper understanding. Yeah. Kathy, we need to accept things, even if they are difficult things, or sometimes we may not agree with grace or being gracious. It's hard sometimes to accept it. It's hard to let go of the control. We talked about that last night. And, you know, I think, Auntie Jean, I think you said it best last night that, you know, you still want to control, even when we know that it's best just to have that faith and that trust and know that we are taken care of and we are given the grace from God. You felt the aftershock more. Yeah, that was so strange, wasn't it? I know there's a few of you New Yorkers on here this morning. I'm so glad that you checked in yesterday and let us know you were okay, because that was such an anomaly for that earthquake to happen to that extent. You know, I know there's been little shakeups here and there in the eastern United States, but this is weird to have one that big, and especially in New York. So I don't listen to the news, so I don't know what kind of damage it actually did or if there was damage. But I know some people said they felt it as far as Maryland and Pennsylvania. So I don't know if anybody else got any of it or not, but what a weird happening, huh? There's so many strange things going on right now in our world. And Julie, you felt it. Shocking did not last long, thank God. Well, I'm so glad that it didn't. And I'm so happy that you all are okay. That was my main concern when I heard it. I'm going, no, not my New Yorkers. Because y'all know how much I love you up there. I got to get back up there. That's the game plan. I'm going to try to make it upstate New York this time and see our Julie kiss and see the beauty that's there in upstate. Oh, wow, Deirdre, your next appointment's on solar eclipse day. Yeah, I'm totally not understanding all of the hype about this solar eclipse for sure. So I'm not even going to try. I'm not even going to worry or stress over it. I'm not going to wrap my brain around it. I think it's going to be a non-event. That's what I think. And I don't buy into all of that, all the hype that's happening and the warnings. It's a solar eclipse. I've been through one. The last one that happened that I went through was in Phoenix, Arizona. And it was over within, I think it might have lasted almost an hour, if that. And I was out in the backyard with it happening, with the glasses on, of course. So if there's concern over anything, then get the glasses. Prayers for Charlie. Okay. Yeah, Charlie had a rough night last night. I also had asked prayers for Jeannie, the lady I'm house sitting for. She hurt her back last night, and she has a long, long airplane ride today. So I did some Reiki last night and just asking for you all to just hold her up, please, for complete healing of her back when she gets on that airplane. Suzanne, my daughter felt the bed shaking. A lot of people felt it here. Yeah, I heard that it was felt in Pennsylvania for sure. And Deirdre says, I find the whole thing fun. Yeah, that's it, right? Just laugh. Laugh with it. Laugh at it. Laugh at ourselves for being so silly. And Kathy said, when I think of grace, I think of the prayer to Mary. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with you. I think that I need to try to be like Mary, accepting, humble, and loving. I think that we're given the example of love with so many of our ascended masters and the divinity like Divine Mother. And yeah, Kathy, I wasn't raised Catholic, but I've always loved that prayer to Mary. I think that's so beautiful. And Kathleen, so often we see parents criticizing children so much instead of affirming the positive qualities in their child. Must be very difficult for a child to feel love if constantly being criticized. Love must be taught to children from the very beginning. Yes, we teach by example, just like Mary did. Divine Mother has always been full of grace, has always shown us what it means to love and to release and let go. And that's the part where we get it mixed up, I think, where we want to have that control. We want to hold those reins. Suzanne, I got my eclipse glasses ready to watch. I will also try to observe the environment around me, like the birds, etc. Yeah, when it happened, when I went through it, it was strange because it got very quiet, especially with the birds, but it didn't get like total darkness, which I think people are expecting. It was kind of just a gray, like a dawn. Isabel, oh my goodness. Hello, sweet one. Are you back? Are you back home after your trip to Portugal? It's so good to see you on here. Oh, and it's Isabel's birthday. Oh, happy birthday to you. And I hope you are back home in Florida. I hope you're doing well. And Sally, I haven't heard the Hail Mary prayer in a while. Brought me back to my Catholic days in church. And I guess it is Isabel's birthday. Let's say hello and happy birthday to her. And Jean says, Dee Dee, my doctor's appointment is the 8th. Also, just when I read Dolores Cannon says, don't go out on the 8th. What? Okay. It's a choice, right? We choose whether to buy into fear or whether to live our lives. That's my philosophy. Hello, choose to live my life as the angel book jumped to the floor. Okay, so I just want to say thank you to those of you who are ordering the book in quantity. I have several people that have ordered a bulk amount at wholesale price, and I don't mind doing that at all because I want to get this out into people's hands. The Angels in My Pocket little book, and thank you to those who are gifting it to others. I love that. And Isabel says, yes, it is my birthday. Awesome. And Kathy, I wish I wouldn't be at work during the eclipse. Oh, well, but I do hear that you should be careful. Your pets are inside when it happens. I'm not sure if my dog would actually look up towards the sun. I don't know. My dog was outside the whole time during the one that I went through. So anyway, anyone want a message? Isabel, how about a birthday message for you? Give me a page number and let's get Isabel a birthday message. And I'm going to put in here to type your prayer requests. Okay, Sally wants page 26. So we'll go there. And Isabel, what page do you want, my dear? Number 6 for Isabel. So let's do the birthday girl first, and then we'll go to 26. Okay, so birthday message for Isabel. Dear ones, life does not have to be so hard or traumatic. Those experiences you lived through were your sandpaper. They shape you and slough off that which keeps you from shining in the world. So, interesting message, Isabel, and all of us. Yeah, life doesn't have to be so traumatic. What was I just saying about the eclipse? It's just another happening. And I just don't think that it's going to be as traumatic and dramatic as they are making it out to be. So that's just my thoughts. You know, each of us forms our own opinions and thoughts about it. But I choose love over fear all day long. And I choose not to go into any of the hype and any of the fear that's trying to be shown to us because we don't have to buy into it. All right, so page 26 for our Sally. And then number 8 for Hope. All right, 26. Honor your time spent in your human existence and those who walk beside you. Be kind to one another, realizing that each life is precious and you are all doing the best you can along the way as you remember your true magnificent self. Love without hesitation, making memories in each moment, and at the end of the day, feeling fulfilled from a life well lived. I love that message, Sally, and I love it for you and for Tony. I think that's a beautiful message because I think that you do that. You do honor those who walk beside you, and you're always uplifting and positive. So I love that. Okay, page 8, I think, was for Hope and Catherine Kovacs. You both chose the same page, so let's see what messages are there. And then we'll go to Robin. Page 8. We encourage you to always be guided by your inner light as you encounter others. Let compassion be what moves you to truly see each other and to be kind and caring. It just continued that other message, didn't it? So being kind and caring toward each other, being compassionate, and showing that unconditional love. What a beautiful message. And Hope, I'm so glad you're here. I hope you're doing well, honey. Give us an update on how you're doing, please. And Robin wants page 72. I'm so glad I got to meet Robin. You guys, when you meet her, you'll see what I mean. She's a very, very beautiful and compassionate and loving individual. So thank you, Robin, for being with us this morning. Oh, you're welcome, Catherine. All right, page 72 says, are you letting life bog you down and hide that glow from others? You have choices in every moment to make changes that will allow you to shine. Seize every opportunity to show your beautiful, colorful self to the world. Absolutely. Don't let anything get you down. Even a solar eclipse, it's just a happening. And it only lasts for a little bit, and then it's gone, and all that hype that's been done about it, you're going to say, what happened? So shine. That's what I say. Shine bright so that it's not dark where you're at. And Kathy Han, we're visiting Colin this afternoon. He is 28, page 28, please. Oh, and my birthday is on the 28th. Well, what a special number that is then. So we'll go there to page 28. And Kathleen says, on the Northern State Parkway near my house, it has signs like amber alerts. Now it is saying to use public transportation on the 8th instead of driving. I guess I think it will be too dark to drive. Yeah, there's some really weird stuff going on there, you guys. I don't get it. I just I choose just to see the positive every day, every moment of every day. And maybe it's Pollyanna, I don't know. I just choose to not go into any of the hype or any of the fear that's trying to be instilled. Okay, 28. Spiritual growth often begins with questioning, exploring different perspectives, and seeking the truth that resonates with your innermost being. By questioning, you deepen your understanding of your faith, explore the mysteries of existence, and engage in a continuous journey of self-discovery. Wow, Kathy, I love this message for you. Yeah. And, this has come up a lot lately, to be discerning, to be skeptical, to ask questions. And that's what I do. And that's why I say, when there's just a blanket message of fear that's being shown out into the world, question, be skeptical, see what your gut says, be discerning about everything. Yes, even eclipses. So, and Deirdre, if you don't have your new phone, you won't be able to go. Oh my goodness, I hope you'll be able to go. maybe there's somebody that can make the call for you or help you out with that. I hope so. All right, page 31 for our Auntie Jean. And I see you all putting the prayers up. Thank you for doing so. And we're going to go into those as soon as I read Auntie Jean's, page 31. Dear ones, the experiences of your life are guided and therefore not an accident. What many call coincidence is synchronicity. We will always guide you to the place where you need to be to experience the next miracle. So that's what I choose, is to look for miracles every day, not to look for fear or warning signs. I asked my gut and I asked the angels, what's this all about? And I did ask about the eclipse, if it's something to be afraid of, if it's something to really pay a lot of attention of fear into. And they said, no, not at all. And it was the same thing when we had the pandemic. I asked, should I be afraid of this? And, is this something that I need to be worried or concerned about? And they said, nope. So that's what I go with. I go with my guidance of my higher self, of the angels, and go with the grace coming from God that says we're always protected. So if we're always protected, then why are we afraid? What is there to be afraid of? Just my thoughts. Deirdre says prayers for all humans, for Gaia and all who live on her back, for world peace, attention to human trafficking, and support for parents of addicted children. Thank you, Deirdre. And Sally, prayers for the lost, the lonely, the forgotten, the unloved, and for all those individuals who will attempt to watch the eclipse with unprotected eyes. If they didn't hype it up, there would be a missed monetary opportunity along its path for the cities and states in its path. Yep, I think you hit the nail on the head, Sally. I really do. All right, Sally, thank you for the perfect message to lift us on our last day at work. We try to always honor others. Yeah. And Julie says, Andrea, thank you so much for the healing card. I just opened it this morning. I love it so much. Oh, beautiful. I love that you all are so bonded with each other and lift each other when it needs to be lifted. Sally, my shirt says kindness is the new cool. Oh, I love that. Oh, you're welcome, Hope. And Suzanne, to me, the eclipse is just a cool astronomical event. That's it. That's what it is. So go into it with that energy. And of course, be cautious and don't just stare at it or look at it to where it's going to harm you, because we know from experience now that we shouldn't do that. But let that be the caution. Not all of this, I don't even understand all this other stuff that's going on. But I think you're right, Sally. I think a lot of it is the monetary gain. All right. Well, Julie, my knee has good and bad days. And where I'm at right now, there are a lot of stairs. So it's, I'm being gentle with it, and it's telling me all about it. But I'm continuing to do the things I need to do for it. I'm using the TENS unit, which helps tremendously. And I'm so grateful for my friend Debbie, who gave me the TENS unit. Deirdre says the same, and it makes history fun. Yeah, well, we have events with the moon and the sun and the stars all the time, don't we? And we can just enjoy the energy without going into any fear at all. All right, so you need the phone for transportation. Oh, I see. All right, my dear. Well, let's hope and pray that that's going to happen. Kathy, I'll be taking a copy of the Pocket Angels to Colin when I get my delivery. Awesome. I think that'll be so good for him, Kathy. And Sally, I always say breathing in the energy and seeing how it feels within. If it don't feel good, let it go. Absolutely. Let it go. And don't hold on to anything that's trying to hold you back. Suzanne, yes, indeed. I'm so excited. We do have class today. And Suzanne, I hope you got your email because I'm doing a ritual today and there are things that are needed for that ritual. So hopefully everyone that's in the class has seen what you need to bring to class. Kathy said it's sometimes upsetting knowing that life in this day and age relies so much on cell phones and computers. It certainly does. And sometimes we just need to unplug from those computers, don't we? Hope says the solar eclipse is supposed to be a wonderful experience. I remember the one I saw in 2017, me too, and I was in the garden with my 3 foster children who were toddlers, and I remember one of them saying, it was bedtime already. I'm not tired. I always remembered that. No fear over here, no need. Beautiful Hope. There is no need for fear anytime. All right. Auntie Jean, another idea. Think of amusement parks and crazy movies. Humans seem to enjoy being scared to death. They like to be thrilled. No, not for me. And Kathy says, back when I was younger, eclipses were a time of wonder and excitement, not to be feared. I will always look at events that way. That's beautiful. Okay, Suzanne, I'll send it to you as soon as we get off the air. And Andrea, did you get yours? Oh, you did find it. Okay, good. Yeah, we are doing a soul washing in class today. I'm so excited about today's class. And we have a healing circle today, right after the afternoon peace meditation. So if you haven't signed up, we're still giving people up until noon today to sign up for the healing circle. All right, so let's go into our prayer time. And thank you to everyone who expressed prayers, everyone who asked for prayers. Again, asking for prayers for Jean, who I'm staying with here in Colorado, and praying that her back pain is gone when she gets up this morning. And asking for prayers for Ruth. Her home is, she's getting some headaches from the things that are happening there with the new home and delayed move-in dates and all kinds of stuff. Oh, you're right, Kathleen. The Rife frequency, which is on the Z app, actually has a frequency to remove fear. It does. Has a lot of great emotional healings on there. Okay, so who else? We pray for Julie for complete healing of your arm and your hand, for my brother-in-law Tim. So, and Jean Lorio mentioned Charlie, so we lift him up. And Kathy says, dang, we'll be out shopping for Colin's groceries. Bob and I could use some special angel healing. It's going to be an amazing healing circle today. We're working on the third eye chakra. And thank you, Isabel. Prayers for all in need of healing and peace and love. All right, so let's go into our hearts. The breath is the connection. So breathe right in. And release anything else. Release any thought of fear, any thought of pain, any thought of illness. Just let it go. Go deep, deep inside and reach that place that is unconditional love. And let's pull that into our foremost thoughts. If you keep that love at the front of everything you do during your day, you can't feel fear because love and fear cannot coexist. You're either going to choose one or the other. And it's your choice. It is a choice to accept and go into fear. It's a choice to accept and go into love. So which do you prefer? Which feels better? I'm thinking that love feels so much better and is so much more helpful than going into fear. So let's look at that. Go into your body and do the scan. Just look at your energy field. Is there any place where fear is trying to come up for you? Look at your root chakra. How does it feel? Does it feel strong? Does it feel like you are worthy to walk on Gaia's back? That you can face any challenge, anything that comes your way? Or is it a little shaky? And it'll only get shaky if you're buying into fear. If you stay in the positive, grounded energy, there can be no fear. There will be only love. So let's really go into the energy of love together. And as the message from the angels said last night, love is not something that we learn. It's something that we are. You are pure, unconditional love. So dig into your heart center. See where that love is inside of you. And let that be your shield against any fear thoughts, anything that's coming up that says beware or step away. Let love rule, because love is what we are. It's what we're made from, and it's what we'll return to. It's the only thing that is constant is love. So scan your energy field, see if something needs to be released, and if it does, let it go. Just let it go with love and send it on its way to be transmuted into the light. And you know that eclipse is like a metaphor for our lives, that we can be overcome by the darkness. We can buy into the shadow. Something is shadowing us and not letting the light come forth. But then when we let go of it, it moves out of the way and the light suddenly reappears. So let go of the darkness, let go of the fear, let go of any thoughts that you're not safe, and go totally with the love energy. And let's lift up those who are experiencing challenges right now, who are experiencing the light dimmings a little bit, not going totally out, but just like an eclipse, it's kind of hidden. So let's let that light shine through. Let's pour love into every prayer request. Let's lift up those who are on our list and letting everything come to perfection. Everything is working perfectly in God's divine plan. So smile at those challenges. Smile at that eclipse. And just love. Just let love rule in your life and remain stable and centered and balanced. And now let's love on each other. We have no room for darkness when we're together, when we're in the oneness with each other. So let's go with a cuppa full of joy. And let that be what you think about during the daytime, during the eclipse time, during any time. A cuppa full of joy is such a beauty that Leo made for us. Okay, so let me get the share on here and we'll listen to our Leo.
Good morning, Earthlings. It's time to get up and get ready, because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go, come on, come on. Come on, let's play. It's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. One on the peace for peace, on our mission for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead, wherever we may be. We create a portal where we can be together.
Oh, Suzanne, that's great news.
Rolling on the guys, the angels, and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning Cuppa full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the peace and the love. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the peace and the love. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy.
That is all you need. That's right, Kathy Hand.
Cuppa full of joy, full of light, full of love. Bottomless refuse, spilling out from the top. Here, the coffee's always hot, and the truth is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today's a new day, we are part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team, and you can side with us. There is always more space in the pot. For more love, take a spot and get the day started. Morning Cuppa full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the peace and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the peace and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. There really is no secret. We simply accept, align, allow. AAA, morning Cuppa full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the peace and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the peace and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa joy, 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 give me full joy, give me a cuppa joy, give me cuppa joy, give me a cuppa joy, give me cuppa joy, give me a cuppa joy.
Thank you, Leo, for that wonderful song. And thank you, everyone, for all the love. Like Kathy says, look at all the love and thanks in this room. We're all full of grace and love. We absolutely are. And thank you all for helping Leo at the end of the song with your woos. So, Catherine, I saw your message that you couldn't hear me. I put the link on the screen, which is 10 million for worldpeace.org. That's the only way you can sign up for that. That's the only way you can sign up for the Healing Circle. So just go into that website and there's a link for Healing Circle, and you still have time up until noon to sign up for it. I hope I see a lot of you there. And I can't wait for our class this afternoon, for my class members. It's going to be an amazing experience. I love you so much. Stay in your hearts and stay blessed. And I will see you later. Remember, tomorrow is afternoon cuppa. So Teri gets to sleep in tomorrow a little bit. Oh, thank you, Deirdre, for putting that up there. All right. Have a great day, everyone. Bye for now. Namaste.